Today on Vox, we'll have information on the new bill and more. Kayla Pearson will have your weather, and Aaron Carroll will have your sports.
It's Thursday, December 12th, 2019, and you're watching Fox News Today.
Please stand for the pledge of the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Jay Standridge.
And I'm Jared Elliott. Today is National Gingerbread House Day. This day is used to recognize a family tradition for many around the country, whether it's baking your own graham crackers and starting from scratch or buying a building kit. It's fun for all ages. Gather some friends and family around to build and decorate your very own gingerbread house.
Tennessee's top correctional official says there wasn't an issue during the state's latest electrocution after witnesses reported seeing smoke above the inmate's head during the execution. Correction Commissioner Tony Parker told the Associated Press on Wednesday that there was no smoke, just steam over the head of the 53-year-old Lee Hall. Hall was sentenced to death after being convicted of his 1991 death of his estranged girlfriend.
Walker County spokesperson says a family of 6 was inside when the fire broke out. He says a 60-year-old man is being treated for 2nd and 3rd degree burns, and 4 others were taken to the hospital for smoke inhaling. A family member tells us one young member of the family also has 1st and 2nd degree burns. According to the fire marshal, an electric issue near the front living room wall caused the fire. That's where residents tell investigators they left their Christmas tree with its lights on overnight. Nearby residents Kristen and David Flake worked with church to raise $500 for the family in need. They're not the only residents acting as Santa's helpers. A school where one of the affected children attend is taking up collections for clothes and more.
The shirt, designed by a Florida 4th grader and fan of the Tennessee Vols, has nearly raised $1 million in the fight against bullying. The fundraising effort started after the boy wanted to participate in the College Day Colors school spirit theme, but he didn't have a UT shirt. Instead, he made his own logo and pinned it to the shirt, leading to the boy getting picked on. President Randy Boyd said, quote, "I was touched to learn that a young Florida school student's heart for the University of Tennessee, and I love the imagination behind designing his own shirt. So many of us admire his love for UT, and it's awesome to see everyone step up to send him some great UT gear," end quote. The result was hundreds of fans sending the boy pride packs, and UT even offering him a full ride scholarship when he comes of college age in 2028, presuming he meets admission requirements. UT's Vol Shop printed shirts depicted the boy's homemade logo, with proceeds going out to the organization Stomp Out Bullying. And at his request and parents, the result of the 112,715 shirts sold is $952,101 for the organization.
A grand jury indicates a Hamilton County Sheriff's Officer deputy on 44 criminal charges. This is the same deputy who is facing at least 5 civil lawsuits for alleged strip searches, excessive force, and as well as other crimes. Deputy Daniel Wilkie landed behind bars for rape, assault, and much more. Deputy Wilkie strip searched Mitchell on the side of the road. What Wilkie did to Mitchell is considered rape. Wilkie is also accused of 6 counts of sexual battery with a woman he once arrested. The charges said Wilkie unlawfully engaged in sexual contact with the victim without her consent. The charges filed against her by Wilkie were later dismissed. Wilkie bonded out of Hamilton County Jail. He is set to appear in court in December 2019.
A Tennessee state representative has submitted legislation which would require elementary and secondary school athletes to participate in sports based on their biological sex. The bill states, quote, "A school shall not accept any birth certificate for purposes of participation in athletic or sporting event that has been revised or amended with respect to the school or of athlete." If a school were to violate the proposed law, the school would immediately be ineligible to receive public funds from any type from the state or local government. In addition, the bill adds the ability to civil suit to be brought against the state or local officials who intentionally violate the proposed law. The suit would allow for a penalty up to $10,000, and the official accused of violating the proposed law would have to vacate their office and would be ineligible to hold a public office, school administration positions, or principal positions for a period of 5 years.
The Whitfield County Sheriff's Department says agents have arrested a man wanted on charges he molested some children. He exposed himself to others. Deputies arrested Thomas J. Wooten in Huntsville, Alabama on December 6th. He is now being extradited to Whitfield County. Whitfield County Sheriff Scott Chitwood says on November 15th, officers began investigating reports of a man exposing himself to young children. Investigators soon learned that police in nearby Calhoun were also investigating several incidents involving a man exposing himself to young children. Whitfield County investigators learned Wooten is a registered sex offender in Dade County. Wooten now faces charges that include child molestation, indecent exposure, and indicating a child.
Pigeons in tiny cowboy hats keep making a visit in Las Vegas. 2 birds have been spotted walking around wearing cowboy hats, and it started to worry a local bird rescue group. Co-founder of Lofty Hopes, Mariah Hillman, told CNN, quote, "It looks like the tiny accessories were glued to the animals. When we saw them today, you could see them lose some feathers in the glue around the hat. It's definitely a concern," end quote. The bird in the red hat has been named Norris, and the bird in the pink hat has been named Cool Amity Jane. Rescue groups have put out traps in hopes of catching the birds, but have had little success in doing so. Rumor has it that the 3rd bird is out there wearing a brown hat, but it is yet to be confirmed. The birds' appearances have become their own internet sensation, and Las Vegas residents are keeping an eye out for the duo.
Indiana authorities report that a truck driver caused a huge backup on I-70. According to police, the truck driver began choking on a small piece of pizza. He pulled off the road and he got stuck in mud. While wreckers were able to pull him out, it caused traffic to pile up, which led to a few minor crashes on I-40. Thankfully, tow truckers were able to drag him out of the mud, and the drivers walked away unharmed.
Now it's over to Kaylee Peak with good news you could use.
Today in Good News You Could Use, an innovative fashion student makes special keepsakes for grieving people. 6 years ago at age 16, Mary Massenes made the first ever memory bear for her friend who had lost a family member. The bear was crafted out of the family member's favorite piece of clothing. Soon, Mary quickly became flooded with other requests for a handmade memory bear, but she turned them down because she wanted to focus on her studies in fashion technology at Heriot-Watt University. After the bears blew up on social media, however, she started to make the remembrance items full-time. She says, quote, "I think the garments arrive as sad reminders of the past, and then it's almost as if new life is breathed into them. They become something that's much more acceptable to cuddle and talk to, and they definitely help with the grieving process." Now 21 years old, Massenes has made hundreds of memory bears, each which costs $65 and requires 5 to 6 hours of planning and crafting. She has even evolved the cuddly stuffed animals to include pockets for special letters and photographs. For more information on the memory bears, check out Mary Mack on Facebook. I'm Kaylee Peak with Vox News. Back to the studio.
Now send over to Caleb with your weather report.
I'll have your weather and more right after this break.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you could save a lot. Oh, you could save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
As you can see, we're mostly clear in the area on our local radar. There's a light spot of rain, but other than that, we're pretty clear. Let's go ahead and look at our national radar. As you can see, there's some light spots of rain down in the southeast, and there's a little bit of rain up in the west, with some snow along with it, and some snow up north. Let's go ahead and look at our daily report. Today, we're rating a high of 54 with a low of 27. It's going to be mostly sunny throughout the day. Let's go ahead and look at our 7-day forecast. Today, we're rating a high of 54 with a low of 27. It's going to be mostly sunny. Friday is going to have some light rain with a high of 47 and a low of 43. Saturday and Sunday will both be partially cloudy with highs of 52 and 54 and lows of 37 and 41. Monday and Tuesday will have rainfall and scattered showers with a high of 61 and 50. And a low of 46 and 26. Lastly, Wednesday will be sunny with a high of 44 and a low of 26. That's all I have for weather. Now it's time for Aaron with sports.
Thanks, Caleb. NBA and more after this break.
Denso has been around for a really, really long time, locally in our area, over 30 years, and it's a very stable company to work for.
Before I started working here, I didn't know what Denso was, but since I've been working here, knowing how much Denso sort of has its footprint all over the world, it's actually a global company that a lot of people in America haven't heard of, but it interacts with everything you do. If you drive a car, you probably have a Denso part in it.
So some of my daily tasks consist of fixing the machines, communicating with my other associates, and making sure all these production lines are working properly.
We do logistics. We repack finished good products.
My day-to-day here is basically working on the machines and producing product for Denso.
Do you need credit up to $4,000? With a check into cash flex loan secured by your car title, that's exactly what you could get. Apply for the cash you need today and keep your car. At Check into Cash, a flex loan offers you the funds you need to handle some of life's bigger emergencies. Get started on your flex loan by visiting checkintocash.com/TN. Apply in-store with your car title, receive quick approval, and borrow the funds you need.
Your one-stop money shop. Check into cash.
Welcome back, Bradley Central. Let's take a look at your NBA. All right, first up, we got the Jazz and the Timberwolves. Jazz winning 127-116. We got the Grizzlies and the Suns. Grizzlies winning 115-108. We got the Thunder and the Kings. Very close game with a 1-point difference. The Thunders losing to the Kings 93-94. We got the Hawks and the Bulls. The Bulls winning against the Hawks 136-102. We got the Pelicans losing against the Bucks 112-127. Last but not least, a close game, but not as close as the Kings and the Thunder. We got the Knicks and the Warriors 124-122. Moving on, let's take a look at NCAA basketball. We got Michigan Wolverines and the Illinois fighting the Illini. The Illini winning 71-62. That's all for me. Let's send it over to Jason Elliott.
We are online on YouTube at BCHS VOX News.
You can check us out on Facebook, WTNB, and of course at VoxNews.net.
You just can't get enough of Vox.
Vox, the voice of Bradley Central.
That's all we have for you today, Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.